What's up, Internet? We are back with the N64, I guess 332 in 1, kind of multi-cart, but not really, but kind of, but not really. Last time we did GoldenEye, plus Aero Fighter Assault, and Aero Gauge, a game I thought was some kind of sci-fi snowboarding game. I'm thinking that's Air Border, and I'm not looking forward to that. But first, we have to do Aidyn Chronicles, the First Mage. A game I'm actually kind of familiar with because it's one of the N64's 4 RPGs. And unfortunately, this game aspires to be Quest 64, which is not great. I've heard some things about this game, like it's got some weird bugs and stuff in it too. Like, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but there's like one character in your party, and if you like save and turn off the console at any point, she loses all her stats or something permanently. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. Oh, good. Okay, I have played this before. This was actually the target of the first What the Hell Is video I ever did. I can't skip this, though. We snuck out of the castle. I remember this. I remember the combat is very, very, very Quest 64, which is suboptimal, to say the least. But let's see what we can do. Okay, so first we need to access this. We got a healing potion. Nice. Alright. It's these things. I think these are ostensibly goblins. Maybe. Or not, whatever. You know, I did never finish Aidyn Chronicles. I should do that at some point, but at the same time, I just feel so demoralized by the fact it's basically a game trying to be Quest 64. Oh. You know, in English, the N64 had 4 RPGs. 2 of them were very, very similar gameplay-wise. One was also Paper Mario, which was, like, the one objectively really, really good one. And then the other might not even technically count as an N64 RPG, as it was Hybrid Heaven, and it was a very weird thing. But it was awesome. Aside from the fact it took up an entire memory card to save to. And you could not save to cart, which is also not great. But Hybrid Heaven, I think that is on this cartridge. We're going to have to play that at some point. That's pretty exciting, because that was sort of like a wrestling game mixed with a beat-em-up mixed with an RPG. And it was really weirdly balanced, but it was really, really quite a fun game from what I remember. Although it was weird, and there isn't much audio with this game. I don't think. Yeah, there's like no audio. Can I modify the settings for this? I don't think I can. Alas, we're going to have to go with no audio with this game. But, to be fair, I don't think you're missing too much. Hey, there's a giant rat. Alright, so, welcome to Quest 64. Where we have little octagons we walk into, and then we wait. How do I... It's not start. It's not any of those buttons. I could perform. I don't think that'll do anything. No potions. Ah, it's the Z button. Ends your turn. Because that's sensible. Okay. I don't think there's any real reason to attack it from behind. We're going to do it anyway. And, you know, we do seem to actually be doing some damage to a rat. And we killed the rat! Hooray! Truly, we are the hero of the tales. We killed a rat. Alright. Cool. I don't know, I will say what I remember of Quest 64 was brighter and more colorful than this. But that game is awful for its own reasons. I think it's also on here. Also, there's an invisible person. A spirit, no, it's just someone that they decided not to texture properly. And they're just writing it into the plot. Oh, looks like we just hit a random encounter. So let's encounter randomly. That rat face is pretty awesome, though. I appreciate the art team who made that rat face. Is a face. It contains and is of a rat. Okay, Alaron. Oh. I really wish the N64 had a lot more RPGs, seeing as it's my favorite genre for the console, and like it had 2 that are worth talking about. You know? I kind of wish there were more Paper Mario games, like, or even some fan Paper Mario games. Like, there's lots of, like, N64 fan hacks of stuff, but there really aren't any, thank you, brain. There aren't any of Paper Mario from what I can tell. I need more points. Thanks. No, I changed my mind. I want that, even though it doesn't matter, because we're only going to be here for another few minutes. We need to learn the story of our hero, and why he must slay all the rats of the land. And also whatever the hell this thing is. I think that fade-out's kind of a weak transition into battle. Like, I feel like there could be a visual flair that at least shows you you're into battle, other than just, you know, we're going to fade the screen out and boom, in battle. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a reason why the Tales of series has, like, that glass cracking effect when you enter combat. Or at least Symphonia did. It's been a while since I've played any other Tales of games. And to be fair, when you've played Symphonia, you've played the best one. Alright, Aileron. Why did that other bat die instantly, but this one didn't? Didn't I do the same amount of damage? Unless I got a crit or something. It's nice that that game does show you health bars in the corner next to the portraits. It does feel like it clutters the screen up a little more than it needs to, but it's good that, you know, at least you do have some understanding of what you're trying to accomplish in terms of damage values for your opponents. Is there something behind that tree? I feel like there's something behind that tree. Ha! I am truly the greatest adventurer of all time. There does not appear to be much of a camera control. I mean, there's this. That's about as good as it gets, though. And you have to be completely still when you use it, which isn't ideal. I am not alone. I have you here with me, and all the rats I've been killing. We know this forest like a book. Have you not seen all the rats we've killed? We are truly the exterminator. That is the greatest one of all time. We know how to fight. We're not about to get our ass completely kicked because of plot contrivance, except, spoilers, we actually are. But we're not going to see that because we're going to move on to the next game real quick. But we killed some things. We RPG'd it up. You know, I don't think it's quite Quest 64 in some regards, and that might be a good thing. It might be a bad thing, but you know, it is what it is. That's not what I meant to do. Reset. There's a bit of delay with the menuing on this thing. It should be noted. Oh no! Did it break? That would be terrible. I think it might have. Alas, power off, power on. And now we get to watch some terrible, blinding bars of death. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's like a weird delay here. But we did Aidyn Chronicles, so next is Air Border 64, Japan. Which tells us this is not an English game. Also, weirdly enough, you have to select the file you want to go into with the A button, but you can't select the individual game with A. You have to select it with the Start button, which is a little weird. Oh god, it's 1080 all over again. This is the game I was thinking of when we played Aero Gauge the other day. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. Street work. Alf, Chris, Dave, or Bobby? Well, you defaulted, so we're going to pick you. So this is ostensibly a prequel to that weird Sonic racing game where you raced on snowboards.
Okay, everyone, now it's showtime.
And there's weird English dialogue despite this being a Japanese exclusive. Okay. Hey! I can actually perform a trick in this game. Nice!
Yes, I did it.
Actually, this isn't too bad. I'm not going to claim I'm good at it. How do you speed up? Okay. So... okay. I see. I think. I'm guessing I was using, like, the... Hey, there's a grind button. Cool.
Give it up.
You know, this might be the best Tony Hawk game. Like, I've played all the Tony Hawk games. I'm bad at all of them, though. But I really like Jet Set Radio because of the fact that all the tricks and stuff are really easy to pull off. So, you know, this sort of has that sort of appeal to me.
Time is up.
Alright, you know what? For a first run, just figuring out the controls, that wasn't too bad. My rank is C. Boo, I know, I'm the worst at everything. Trust me, I hear it in the comments of my channel every single day. How do I continue? I know basic layouts of menus after years of playing games. Go back to titles always at the bottom.
Okay,
Alright,
now it's
so B is like boost, I think. R is, or R. Again, I'm using a third-party controller. Whoa, cool. Whoa. Okay, let's try a boost.
yes, nice.
Nice. I feel like I don't know if it's just like a time trial or I'm supposed to like hit certain points. Like, I'm inclined to think that's what I have to do. That's what those yellow things are. There's certain points that I have to hit, but at least just the tricking around stuff. This is actually pretty good. I wonder if there's a way to increase that timer, though. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so let's try again. 40 units of time.
Ready?
Okay, let's try going the opposite way. Because I think all I have to do is hit these 3 yellow balls. And then we're good. So let's just try to avoid tricking as much as possible so that we don't waste time and muller ourselves entirely. What else we get here? I'm also not sure how to like transfer off the half pipe, which I just realized I'm gonna have to deal with now. Ah, there we go. It's just okay, got it. Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this. Hooray! Okay, yeah, I get it. But I'm figuring this game out, and honestly, kind of digging it. Oh, we can watch a replay. I don't need to watch a replay, though. Okay, so where do I get the... Let's just go back to the menu. So we don't have to faff around too much without to figure this stuff out. Go to 1 player. Let's pick another level. Alright, let's try this level. So, it seems like there's a whole bunch of different game modes as well. Like, we're just playing the sort of get the highest score while getting all these things sort of mode. Whoa, okay. I'm kind of digging the environmental design. Whoop. I've got a turbo boost I'm going to use. Hooray for turbos. Okay. There's a yellow sphere thing. I think we're supposed to go this way then. Whoa! Alright, we made it to the bridge. Cool. How do we get up There. Whoa, that's not how physics, game. That's not how physics. Alright, I think we're not supposed to necessarily come this way. How do these things handle on water? They handle fine. Okay, we're good. I'm kind of digging this game. Like, I barely know how to play it, and I've got zero practice, but, you know, this game's kind of cool. I might have to see what a copy of this costs, because I'm kind of impressed with it. I really want to go up there, but we're on a time limit. I wonder if there's like an explorative mode where you can just race around and do whatever. Okay, we get more time with checkpoints, so that's cool. Oh, we got a dark, spooky forest. Cool. This game's awesome. Yeah, I think I might have to try and get myself a copy of this. This is pretty badass. Ooh, what do we have up here? I know there's not a thing up here, but I want to go up here. I'm an explorer. Let me explore. Oh, okay. This does not behoove arrow boarding. I will say the very, very tight corridors are not ideal for this medium. I will say this much. But I am impressed with this game, you know? It's like a weird alternate sports thing. I think I finally may have found an N64 sports thing I care about. Unfortunately, there's also more sports things on this thing that we have to... Okay, there's got to be a secret here at some point in some mode. There's got to be a secret in the tree at the top. Oh! Weird physics there. I'm running out of time, but... Oh. You know what I could have done? I could have done that all the way up. I don't think about things in the mind of a skateboarder, okay? I don't think I've ever skateboarded in my life. I did own a skateboard when I was a kid. I don't think I ever actually used it, though. My uncle bought it for me. Yes, I know, I'm the worst ever, but you know what? This game isn't. I'm honestly kind of impressed with this. I'm gonna have to go and, I think, try and find a copy of this. I don't know about this initializing OS messages, and it kind of terrifies me, but... Next we move on to tennis. More sports. I don't want to play baseball or tennis. Crap. Alright, well, let's do it. Oh, it's by Ubisoft. It's something called Smart Dog. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Smash the tennis. Wait, did that say bomb something? Bomb tennis. Well, we're playing that, obviously. Okay, so... Are we playing tennis with bombs? Because suddenly I'm interested in tennis. Oh my god, there are bombs on the court. Why? What? Okay. I might care more and more about tennis now. I don't know what this adds to tennis, but I kind of love it. Huh. All it took was high explosives to make me care about tennis. Who knew? Well, learn something new every day, I guess. Let's go again. You know, I think the only other tennis game I've ever played was Mario Tennis on the N64. My neighbor had it, and we played it for one night. And we tried to unlock all the characters, and I think we got all but one. And that's about all the tennis I've ever played in games, because, I mean, sports, just not my thing, really. But I will say, I do like when sports like to try and mix things up and, like, add some interesting stuff. Like, you know, Monster League football and hockey and stuff like that, you know, games that aren't trying to be 100% simulation, going back to, like, my argument about, like, simulation racing games and stuff. You know, I love when stuff isn't trying to be a simulator, because suddenly that's when you got room to make things really interesting, and that's what really appeals to me. And you know, this is a small thing. And I'm not going to say it makes this game great, but it's interesting. I kind of dig it. I think it needs more than basic, you know, bombs. I think we need more interesting stuff in this game to make it really interesting, but you know what? Credit where credit's due. They put bombs on a tennis court, and there's something there that makes it relatively interesting. I feel like I'm going to be more comfortable with my back to the camera anyway. That's not how you do that, Vanessa. You're bad at sport ball. Huh. I don't even think those bombs actually do anything. I just think they're there to make it look a little bit more visually interesting and to add some fun sound effects. And I mean, credit where credit's due, that does it. I'll give you credit for that. You're bad at serving, Vanessa. I would not have given the point to that. That looked out. That was on the line. I'm pretty sure that's counted as out. But alright. Let's go. Ah. Sport ball. Ah, alas, I do not have the power to just power smash it to the moon and then make the moon follow my opponent, giving me the point. And because of that, this is the worst tennis game ever. Actually, it's not bad. I mean, it's very much what it's trying to be, which is a tennis game. And at least it's added something that is trying to be interesting for me. Hey, the bombs actually do something. Cool. Alright, I take back what I said about the bombs just being there to make it interesting. It does that too, but they actually do have value. That's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's go. I'm going to win this game of tennis sport ball. Ugh. Not even going to go after it. She's humoring me with that. I appreciate it, thank you. Alright. That was definitely in. Not like that other nonsense call. Alright, let's go. I am excited for the point when we're not going to be doing sports, I'll say that much. Although I will also say that this thing does have a lot of the many, many bad N64 games I've played over the years that we're going to have to power through. At least those will be a little bit more interesting, I think, because of course they're not trying to be sports. Oh, I can speed it up a little. Cool. I mean, there's not really much I can say about this other than it's tennis. Has bombs in it. That's kind of cool. But, it's very much what it is. But I'm not moving on until I win this. There we go. Boom. Unfortunately, we now have like 3 baseball games to play. It's not getting better from here. I'll see you next week. Oh, freaking hell. The menus are like weirdly inconsistent. I'm gonna have to blind people with the bars of my upscaler a little bit. Alright. So A, down, 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 down. Down to All-Star Baseball. And we're actually going to work backwards because we're starting with 2000. We're going to end with 99. So figure that out. But this is baseball. No, I very much don't want to save, thanks. Oh, it's by Iguana. And a claim. Hooray. Alright, let's quick play because, yeah, sure. I don't care to use my Rumble Pack. Let's just quick play. And play some baseball, I guess. Hooray. Okay.
That hit wasn't even close to the plate.
1-0. Deep fly ball
Whoop.
to left center.
Ah.
He makes the catch.
This has the grand distinction of being like the second baseball game I've ever played.
Tony Fernandez.
This guy's a great contact hitter. You won't see him strike out much.
Breaking ball. Misses high. Grounded to the catch.
Ah.
He's got it first.
Sports suck.
Now next to the dish, Sean Green.
Ah.
He was way ahead of that pitch.
I don't think that counts. Yeah, that's a foul. I don't really understand what the... I think that's there for
To left.
the, like, opponents. Like, the C-stick commands. I think that's what that's there for. So that's actually doing nothing for me.
Delgado.
Ah. Oh! Alright, well, we're safe. Anyway.
Next up, Jose Cruz.
That's a face right there. Alright.
Line drive to left center. He makes the catch.
Ah. It was so close. Okay.
Grounded to third base. He's out
Well, I'm doing better at this than I thought I would.
Stan's batter on that pitch. Excellent location.
now next to the dish, Ray Langford.
He was
All right.
badly fooled by that curveball. He missed badly on that pitch.
You know what? Turns out I probably am not even playing.
Outside for a ball.
Let's let the AI do it. I think I might have set it to the AI does it. All right. Hooray.
This guy is a complete hitter.
Good enough.
Average.
Baseball. It's a thing. I'm not so good at it, I guess. So now we get to do All-Star Baseball. Crap. Alright, well, let's go. It's basically the same game again, but a different year. It's a whole completely different thing, you know? Completely different. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to manage my thing. So yeah, I think what happened is the game actually defaulted to the AI playing. The previous one? Whoops. So I was really playing basically, yeah, because I think I had it like set like this, and somehow that meant, I think that meant the AI was taking over and there was no manual control, or it might be like a semi-auto, I'm not sure, but I noticed that like it wasn't,
Welcome to
it was still doing stuff when I wasn't like putting in any sort of inputs. Whereas now it's actually waiting before I do some stuff. So, yes, this time we're actually playing. I'm not just the biggest dumbass ever, although I am also that. I'm free to admit that. Okay, so I'm pitching right now. Okay.
0-2.
There we go.
Struck him out.
Okay, this is actually doing a thing now. So, on the bright side, we are actually controlling this time.
Line drive. To left.
You know, when it tells you exactly where to go, how do I throw? That's how I throw. Okay.
Throw to the plate.
Yeah, this is basically me playing a baseball game. That's another reason I knew I wasn't playing the previous one. It's just, you know,
Sammy Sosa.
I should be doing some actual fielding work. You know? And also, it seems to actually be working relatively well, and I'm not completely cocking it all up.
Slider. Swung on and missed.
Although I will say that batting stance is pretty special, is a good word for it.
Swing and a miss. Down he goes.
One strike. Go. 2 strikes.
Grounded to the catcher.
Why won't you throw? Okay, so to throw to
Field hit. They
different
don't get it.
bases, you have to use the C buttons, which I guess makes sense, seeing as it kind of has the C buttons have a general shape of like a baseball diamond. You could make that work for like a, yeah, like that, really.
He's safe at first. He's safe.
And this is what it would be like if I was on a baseball team. Barely understandable as to what's actually going on. Okay. To be fair, I have to try and keep this interesting somehow.
He's safe at first. Safe.
Whoa, those two people were one person at a moment. They were fused. They did the special Dragon Ball fusion thing. Go, 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 go.
Foul ball.
There we go.
Goes down swinging.
I don't know jack about baseball, but let's see what we can do. Alright, this time I'm not putting an input there. I am putting an input in there, so I am in fact controlling this game. Ah. Alright.
Hit hard
Come
on.
on. Ah, alas. I play baseball about as well as I figured I'd play baseball. Well, that's a batting stance.
Knuckler. Swung on and missed. Line drive. To right.
Oh. There we go. We're safe. Alright, cool. We're actually making progress this time. This guy actually has a sensible batting stance. Although I timed that really, really badly. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Line drive. To right.
Ah!
He makes the catch.
Okay, well, we didn't get out twice. That's a plus. Alright, come on.
Line drive to right center.
Alright, we're good. We're good.
Standing in, Tony Bautista. A line drive down the line.
Alright, now I just need to get a home run and we're good. That's never gonna happen.
Coming up, David Segui. There's a deep drive.
Oh. Well, now I'm sad. Reset. On to the final game of my bob. Which is also going to be baseball. Okay. So, now we just have to go through All-Star Baseball 99, and then we're done with those. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's weird. To access the game menu, you have to press A, but to actually select the thing, you have to press Start. It's weirdly inconsistent like that. That's fine. I don't need to save. Thank you. Okay. Exhibition sounds fine. Sure. Let's go with them. Let's play ball. Yeah. Whoopsie. I need to actually pick a team or the AI is going to do it again. And as fun as that is, because at the very least, I can't screw this up very badly. I should probably actually try to play a game when I try and play a game.
Good afternoon. This is John Sterling.
Okay, I think this is the team I'm playing.
Today's game
I
brought
think.
to you by Acclaim Sports.
But let's...
Righty, Shane Reynolds.
Oh, no, I'm pitching right now. Alright, so these are just warm-ups. You know, is it just me, or does this game look better than the previous two, which are effectively the same game but later iterations of? Like, this just, it looks better animated. Looks a little bit smoother. Oh! Okay, maybe I was wrong. I was just looking at the picture animation. That's... They still have the janky batting animation. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen anyone bat like this. I feel like this is just exaggerated animation for the sake of it.
Line drive to left. The throw to first.
Alright. Still the same control scheme though, so at least if we know that the C buttons are the ones that magically do C button-y business, we're good. But I will say the pitching animation looks better than the previous two games.
Grounded to first base. Foul ball.
That guy tried to steal.
He's ahead of the count. 0-1.
Alright, throw.
Right inside.
Ugh.
Stolen base.
Baseball. It's a thing. It exists. I'm not good at it. I get it.
Hit right back
Oh,
up the middle.
why did I... Okay. I feel like the game just arbitrarily selects who you play as. That's the problem I have with these baseball games is you either control all the team, like all their movements in unison at once with the same inputs, or you control one person that's just sort of arbitrarily chosen. And it feels very awkward either way.
Hard smash to the second baseman. The slide. The throw to third. He's safe. The throw is not in time. He's safe. The throw to first.
Because baseball.
The throw to first.
I think I'm done. I think I've done all the baseball I can handle. Because that's... baseball. But We've now played 5 more games. And that was not great. In fact, we actually played 1 extra, I think, because we really should not have done all those baseball things at once. But at the same time, you know, it's baseball, and I'm tired of baseball, is the short version of that. But today we played Aidyn Chronicles, the First Mage. It's one of the few RPGs the N64 has. I mean, it is by default one of the best. Not that that's saying too much. Airborder 64. I didn't play a lot of this, as the format kind of requires me to swap between stuff rather quickly, but I will say, pretty legit, actually. I don't like the Tony Hawk kind of games or anything like that, but I actually kind of like this. I'm thinking I might have to find a copy of this. All-Star Tennis tried to keep it interesting by plopping bombs on the court, and that was actually kind of, sort of something, at least. And all 3 All-Star baseball games were exactly what they were. They were baseball games, and I was so bored of the monotony of these, I actually did an extra game, but that's okay. Out of these past 6 games, would I recommend this? Not really, no, but that's kind of to be expected considering 3 games are effectively the same one, and they're all baseball. That doesn't remotely appeal to me. Tennis at least tried. It tried to keep things interesting. I'll give it credit for that, and you know what? It did a decent job with what it did. I think it had something cool there. Maybe could have done a little bit more with its sort of outlandishness, but at that point it stops being what it probably tries to be, which is more simulation than anything. Airborder, however, is freaking awesome, and I'm going to have to find a copy of this. But overall, these past 6, the baseball games need to get just chucked out the airlock as quickly as possible. But the other 2, they're decent. Aidyn Chronicles is, well, it's one of the RPGs on the N64. If you're a fan of RPGs, it's, you don't have a lot of options. Speaking as someone who owns it. But, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And next time we'll take a look at Armory Marines Project Swarm. I've heard nothing good about this game, but I've had people tell me I should play it, so we'll see about that. Also the Army Men games, which I've heard a lot of good things about, but I've never played any of them, so I'm pretty excited about that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed me being bad at baseball, me playing an extra game of baseball because I wasn't playing the first one, didn't even realize because I'm a colossal dumbass. And you'll join me next time for more stuff. But until then, subscribe to the show to know when we go live, because we're going to try and stream 3 or 4 times every week. That's the idea anyway. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is not realize I'm not playing baseball. And truly, it's a terrible world I have to live in when I'm not playing baseball. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.